center stage, please, for a quick photo op. Hello, Mr. Cian. Yep. Take your photos, take your snaps. Ayan, ayan, ayan. Everybody front and center, gracing us dito sa Viva Cafe stage, Mr. Cian Lim. Okay, makakaupo ka na po, Direk. Direk Cian Lim.
I'd like to say welcome. Thank you for all of you guys being here in support of Project Loki. Grabe, we're very excited for Project Loki.
Yes. And so are they, Direk Cian. No doubt about it. Tiyak na tiyak natin yan. You know, Direk Cian, over the course of my life, a lot of people have told me we look a lot alike.
You know? Let's go!
We look a lot alike. We look a lot alike daw. Ako yung version mo na hindi nagsipilyo, hindi napaliguan, hindi pinakain ng isang buong taon, no? Actually, may pitch nga ako sa'yo, Sir Cian eh. What if we star in a movie together, but I'm your stunt double? So sa tuwing you're lit on fire, someone needs to punch you, or...
Sali ka na lang sa project.
Ayun! We like the sound of that. But before anything else, Sir Cian, take it away with our story con.
Yeah, so guys, maraming salamat. It is with extreme honor and we're very proud na ihandog ang Project Loki sa inyong lahat. And to all the fans, of course, to all the fans here, you guys excited for Project Loki? You know. And siguro I'd like to start this story conference and press conference with a promise. A promise na we will do it to the best of our abilities. We will give justice to this series dahil sa masterpiece na ginawa ni Ako Si Ibarra, Rain. With Rain. So let's discuss Project Loki. So Project Loki has over 92 million reads, and Project Loki is a famous mystery thriller Wattpad series that follows the adventures of QED Club, which is a group of students who solve mysteries and crimes. And I think dito sa Project Loki, yung talaga yung mga aabangan natin is paano nga ba matatranslate into this adaptation yung mga sinusubaybayan ng mga fans, the 92 million readers, paano nga ba, is it gonna be bloody? Paano nga ba i-execute yung mga cases na yun? So the story begins when Lorelai transfers to Clark University to seek refuge and solace. She joins the QED club led by Loki, who happens to be her roommate, and her college life, or yung buhay niya, has never been the same. So if you guys notice, in Rain's writing, it was there you go. Ayun na. Dito tayo.
Okay, so originally, it was set in Clark High kasi high school students pa lang yung characters natin. But we have decided to level it up to each of the characters so that it will be more appropriate for the audience as well as for the setting. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, yung mga tauhan natin, yung makikilala natin mamaya, meron silang undergraduate degrees at nakaset na talaga sila na around, I think, 20s. Tama po ba? And yun po yung isa nating aabangan talaga na changes na sa tingin namin is nababagay sa adaptation na to.
Yes. Thank you for that, Rain. And of course, after a traumatic incident in Manila, Lorelai Rios transfers to Clark University, where she unexpectedly ends up sharing an apartment with the aloof and eccentric Loki Mendez. The relationship starts off rocky, but things shift when Lorelai joins the QED Club, a detective group founded by Loki. So ito yung excited din kami as the director. I'm sure all the casts are very excited also na magsimula na mag-shoot because yung ginawa nga namin itong introducing their characters as Loki, Lorelai, Luther, makikita nyo, they're very, hindi na sila makapagantay to portray the characters. Nabasa na rin nila yung book, sabi ko ulit-ulitin nila. So, as They grow closer while solving mysteries. The two uncover a series of cases tied to a shadowy figure only known as M or Moriarty. Along the way, Lorelai encounters Luther Mendez, Loki's cold and intimidating older brother. Na parang nakikita ko yung mga fans yan, nandito sila ngayon. You know, yeah. So the QED Club later welcomes Jamie Santiago, a lively theater actress who adds warmth to the team. Meanwhile, Lorelai's childhood friend from Manila, Alistair Ravenna, visits her and urges her to return home, but chooses to stay in Clark University. So I was told that we're also streaming online. So I'd like to also greet the fans and to everyone na nanonood ng story conference ng Project Loki. And I'm sure habang binabanggit po namin, di ba rin, habang sinasabi natin yung Clark University, Loki, Luther, and all the characters of the QED Club, may mga certain scenes na lumalabas sa isip nila yung mga nasulat mo. So that's very exciting. Each member brings a different personality and investigative approach to the table, but despite their differences, the Clark University's QED Club is united by a common goal: to pursue the truth and deliver justice to those who deserve it. So guys, please palapakan po natin ang masterpiece ni Rain and Wattpad, Project Loki. And again, that's our promise. That's my promise as the director, to give justice at bigyan po ng halaga bawat eksena to all the, di ba binabasa natin isa-isa yung mga comments. Rain was very particular na ito yung dapat
line niya or hindi niya sasabihin yung bagay na to, hindi siya magre-react ng ganito. Kaya talagang on our part, in collaboration of course with Director Zian Lim, talagang binabantayan namin. Hindi lang yung visuals nila. For sure, makikita nyo mamaya ako ano yung mga, kung sino-sino yung mga gaganap. Pero yung pinaka-importante is kung paano sila magsalita, manamit, at saka kumilos talaga.
Andito kita tatanungin, Rain, teka.
Yes.
If merong isang eksena, I'm sure to all your fans watching right now, kung merong isang eksena na gusto mong pagtuunan talaga namin ng napaka-detalyadong, ano yan? Naku po, may sinabi. Spoiler. Then. From the author himself, kung meron kaming pipiliin na eksena, ano yung gusto mong career na eksena?
I think ang pinakaabangan ko po na iti-take, lalo na ni Direk, is yung revelation ng big villain natin for this story because it is the most defining moment, especially sa first volume ng Project Loki. So, ito kasi yung siya yung punot dulo kaya meron tayong kwento. Kaya kapag na-reveal na yung identity niya, yun siguro yung mapapa-wow, hindi ko in-expect na siya pala. Parang ganun yung magiging expected reactions natin sa ating mga viewers. And in relation to that, isisingit ko yung cheer up scene. So, I'm not the only one who is looking forward kung paano i-direct ni Direk Zian yung of course, di namin pwedeng sabihin kung sino yung mga involved na characters, pero talagang marami ang nag-aabang kung paano nyo po iti-take yung scene na yun.
Well noted, Rain, with that
Thank you,
scene.
Direk.
So, naririnig ka ng buong production team, nandito sila ngayon, so we will take note of that cheer up scene. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that about does it, ladies and gentlemen, for the StoryCon.
Oh, no,
Lots to live up to.
Sorry, also, Rain would also like to do the character introduction for Project Loki.
Okay, isa siguro sa mga inaabangan sa adaptation po natin is kung paano yung magiging dynamics, lalo na ng QED4. So to give you an idea kung sino-sino yung mga aabang characters, bago natin makilala kung sino-sino yung gaganap sa kanila, i-rundown muna natin kung sino yung mga tauhan ng Project Loki. So yung pinakauna yung si Loki Mendez, called analytical, emotionally detached, guided by logic over empathy. He often comes off as blunt or sarcastic, especially when unimpressed. So Loki is like the teenage version of Sherlock Holmes na napaka-eccentric niya sa kanyang pananalita, paniniwala sa buhay, at saka sa pagkilos din. So hindi siya kagaya ng mga typical detectives na nakikita natin na ano lang, normal lang na maka-encounter ng case, then isosolve normally, tapos happy ending na. So Loki has a very different approach and very controversial and unconventional opinions. So, ayun, matalino din siya and kailangan mong masabayan yung level of intellect niya para magkaintindihan kayo at hindi kanya insultuhin. Next is Lorelai Rios. So, siya ang chronicler ng QED Club. Siya ang nagbablog ng mga cases na sinosolve ng detective group natin. So, supportive and empathetic. Lorelai Rios possesses a quiet maturity well beyond her years. Often the emotional anchor of the group, she offers steady compassion without losing her grounding in reason. So if Loki is the mind, Lorelai is the heart of the QED Club. One of the hearts later on, but siya yung nagbibigay ng empathy sa mga clients kasi Loki is more on solving their problems rather than connecting with the clients, while Lorelai is more concerned about ayun nga, yung mararamdaman ng clients nila once the case is solved or once the case is ongoing. So, galing din siya mag-observe ng mga bagay-bagay, kaya nga pinagkatiwalaan siya ni Loki na mag-vlog ng mga case nila. Then of course, well, my personal favorite, Luther Mendez is the older brother of Loki Mendez and the student council vice president of Dark High. Luther is quiet, calculating, and strategic, an intimidating presence both in demeanor and stature. So Luther Mendez likes to work behind the scenes, kagaya ng isang director or ng isang manonolat. Ayaw niya sa spotlight, ayaw niya natututukan ng kahit anong attention. Mas gusto niyang tatrabaho sa kadiliman o sa likod ng ginintuang telon, parang gano'n. So, isa to sa mga inaabangang character ng mga mambabasa ng Project Loki dahil nga napaka-mysterious niya at saka looking forward kung paano niya i-manipulate yung events para makuha yung goal na inaasam niya. Then of course, we have Jamie Santiago. Cheerful, clingy, and playful, the kind of girl who lights up a room and knows exactly how to win people over. So si Jamie ay sabihin na natin parang foil siya kay Lorelai. Kung si Lorelai medyo reserved, medyo maintindihan. Si Jamie naman is napaka-lively. Siya yung nagbibigay ng init dun sa club. Siya yung nagbibigay ng more dynamics dun sa apat na makikilala natin mamaya. At siya talaga yung sabihin na nating importanteng piece dito sa story na to, so to speak. And abangan natin kung paano siya magkikling kay Loki, tatawagin Loki dear, at saka ano pa ba, at kung paano sila magbabardagulan ni Lorelai sa mga unang set of chapters or episodes in the adaptation. And of course, our green flag, our best boy, Alistair Ravenna. Embodiment of loyalty and discipline, calm, protective, and deeply principled, he approaches conflict with a quiet strength and unwavering moral passion. So kapag, well, it's a bit of a spoiler, pero kapag dumagdag na si Al, madadagdagan na yung parang moral compass dito sa ating QED Club. At madadagdagan na ng kakampi si Lorelai sa pag-check kay Loki at saka kay Jamie doon sa mga plans nila or doon sa mga ideas nila na medyo unconventional or controversial or medyo risky. So, fans are also looking forward kung sino yung gaganap na Al Ravenna. And syempre, inaasahan nila na green flag siya at saka, yun nga, yung physique niya, kaya niyang protektahan ang QED 3 or QED 4. And I think that's it for the characters na dapat abangan, for the major characters. And on my part, as an author, and of course, kagaya nga sinabi ko kanina, in collaboration with Direk Zian Lim, we will make sure that hindi lang namin kinuha yung pangalan ng characters tapos tinapag sa isang tauhan na di natin kilala or di natin makikilala. So asahan ninyo, with the help of everyone involved in the production, with Wattpad Webtoon Studios, with Direk Zian, with the writing team, with the production team, na kung ano yung nabasa nyo sa book, malapit doon, or yun mismo yung inyong aabangan dito sa adaptation na to.
Maraming salamat. And thank you for bringing us Project Loki.
Thank you. you to the both of you. Thank you, gentlemen. A lot to live up to and a lot in store para sa ating minamahal na mga manonood. Ano po? So it's time to associate some faces to the roles. Di po ba? Part and parcel of why we're here. Kasi may cast reveal din. Ayun! Woo! Nakaka-excite po talaga, no? Sila ang tutulong na buuin ang puzzle na to. This labyrinth, this maze of mystery and intrigue. But before that, let's watch this. We welcome ang ating cast of characters na bibigyang buhay ang inyong pinakamamahal na mga characters. Okay, so Love Yauco playing the role of Margaret Fernandez. Ivan Lim as Bassiten. Montreal, Joanna Lara playing the role of Rhiannon. And Michael Keith as Ray Rubio. We also have Ashley Diaz as Rosetta Rodriguez and Kurt De Los Reyes as Sky Alvarez. Center stage, please. Okay, just like that, makakaupo na po sila. Oh, thank you so much, everybody, for making your presence abundantly known, felt, and heard. We welcome you with outstretched and open arms. Okay, but before anything else, we have yet another VTR to be played. Ano mangyari, he's always got her back. Sa kanyang pagsali sa QED Club, masusubukan kung hanggang saan niya kayang protektahan ang kanyang best friend. I'm presenting you Alistair Ravenna to be played by Martin Venegas. Martin, take center stage please. It's time for your photo op. Thank you, Martin. From drama club star to QED club member, she remembers everything, but hides more than she knows. Sino kaya ang gaganap bilang Jamie? Malalaman na natin yan. Give it up for the one and only Yumi Garcia. Time for a quick photo op. Center stage, please. Maaari na tayo umabot, Yumi. Thank you. From the halls of the University Series to the dark corridors of Project Loki, he is back. Bolder and even more intense than ever. Get ready, everyone, because this time he's crossing over to an all-new world filled with mystery and danger. Let's watch this. Thank you, Marco. She's a singer, songwriter, and total performer, and now ready to conquer the screen in her Vivo One debut. The mysterious new girl at Clark Q at magiging puso ng QED Club. Kahit na she has a lot of secrets to hide. It's time to meet Lorelai. Harapin ni Loki. Let's all find out. Playing the leader of the QED Club, Loki Mendez. Give it up for Dylan Menor. Dylan Menor, everybody. Say hi to Dylan, guys. Okay, Dylan, if you can momentarily stay there. Opo, at this time, gusto lang natin tawagin si Mr. Cian, our author, ako si Ibarra, and the rest of the main cast and crew. for a quick photo op. Okay. Let's just get situated and structured. Looking camera ready already. Okay po, ngayon sa kaliwang bahagi naman po. Magsitingin tayo. Left side, please. Down to your right. Okay. So excluding Dylan, makakaupo na po ang lahat? Oo? Or should I say, ay lahat? Okay, so all of them. Oo, all of them.
Guys, please give it up for the cast of Project Loki.
Okay, look center po tayo. Left side naman po, please, left side. And to the right this time. Okay, makakaupo na po sila. Thank you. Ang sarap naman ng namin na itong cast natin. Soak it all in, guys. Take it all in. Seldom do we have this kind of talent all under one roof. Di po ba? Okay. So may mga itatanong lang muna ako bago po natin ibato sa inyo. Mga nandito sa Viva Cafe ngayon. So, i-ready nyo na po ang mga katanungan nyo to the members of the media and to our KOLs. No, but before anything else, I'd like to get my questions off as well. No, looking forward ako sa araw na to. So, simulan na natin with Love Yauko. This is a question for her. Anong unang reaction mo nung marinig mo na Project Loki, yung next project mo?
Siyempre first po, I was very excited. Tapos after nun, na-feel ko na po yung pressure kasi after po nung nalaman ko na Project Loki, nalaman ko na rin po yung mga magiging co-workers ko, which is sila Jada. So, it was more exciting for me. Tapos, yun, overall, it was such an amazing experience for me to be part of this project.
All right, thank you. That was Love Yauko. Okay, second question goes to Michael Keith. How do you describe Project Loki in one word or one line, to the best of your ability, MK?
Man, thriller. I would have to say thriller po. Ang dami na mangyayari dito sa sa series po nito. And sobrang excited din po ako kasi growing up I watch a lot of crime mystery shows and syempre mga like teenage shows na parang ito. So I'm super excited to be a part of this and sana mabigyan ko po ang justice. Kami lahat, we can give justice to all the characters that you guys have read and grown to love more po.
Lovely, no doubt about that. Next up is Ashley Diaz. We have this question. Anong feeling na part ka ng something this big and knowing na malaki ang fanbase ng original story? It must feel so flattering.
At first, I was really excited and at the same time, I was really pressured because I researched agad and then I'm currently reading the piece and I understand why it has such a big fan base. It's such a brilliant piece. Thank you so much for this. So ayun, it was really more of pressure also and also with my co-workers then I'm so excited to work with them. So ayun, thank you so much.
Thank you for that. Next up, for Ivan Lim, how do you, or should I say, what do you look forward to the most sa mga katrabaho mo dito sa series?
Well, I'm really excited to work with them all, especially with their CFO. And they are all great actors and yeah, I'm just really excited to work with them.
Thank you so much. Next up is Joanna Lara. What's the one thing you admire about your co-stars?
Co-stars. Actually, some of them po, it was my first time meeting them. So, I was starstruck by them. Tapos very flattered also to have to be able to work with them because this is my first time, biggest project po in the acting industry. So it was kind of, I felt a little bit pressured working with them, but since knowing them, very ano po sila, very approachable, very easy to work with. Kaya ayun, along the way, nag-enjoy din naman po ako.
Thank you. Up next, it's Kurt De Los Reyes. How is it working with Direk Sian for the first time?
First time ko po maka-work si Direk Sian and ano po kami, yung sa audition pa lang po, minimake sure niya po na comfortable po kami sa kanya and wala po kaming dapat ikatakot. And nung sa ano po, nag-look test na po kami, ayun po, ginaguide niya po kami and he makes sure po na we feel comfortable po with them and to all the production po. And excited po ako sa future na mga mag-taping, ganyan po.
Sweet. Maalaga talaga si Direk Sian. Love to hear that. Now the man of the hour, Mr. Dylan Menor. Hi, Dylan.
Hello, brother.
Hi, brother. Can you tell us a bit about your character at kung paano mo siya nare-relate sa totoong buhay mo?
Oh, okay. Wow. Character. So, Luis Kingsley Mendez, or also known as Loki Mendez. Well, he's such a complex character. He's very deep. First of all, very mysterious, nonchalant. He's very calm lang, tahimik lang. Pero at the same time, he's also very intelligent, especially when it comes to doing investigations. At madaming investigations ang gagawin natin for this project, Loki. And yeah, he's very intelligent, he's smart, and especially when it comes to deductions. Diba? So, in terms naman, pagdating sa, if I would compare it to my personality, medyo malayo sometimes pag lumalabas yung extroverted side ko. Pero when it comes to my introverted side, so I think I'm an ambivert, lumalabas din naman yung pagiging nonchalant ko, pagiging mysterious. Kasi I feel like some of us naman siguro, we sometimes feel na we want to be alone, or we want peace, we want quiet. So, yun siguro yung mga konting similarities namin. And yun yung pwede kong paggugutan sa character ko para mas mabigyan ko ng justice and ma-portray ko na maayos si Loki Mendez. And it's, mention ko lang yung, syempre yung seducing Rick Palma, Trip Palma. So very thankful ako sa Viva for giving me this opportunity and sa Signal, sa TV5. So very different si Trip Palma kay Loki Mendez. So grabe yung contrast. And it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a good challenge for me, especially pagdating sa acting. So yeah, I'm very thankful kay Direk sa guidance. Thank you sa mga workshops natin, lahat ng advices mo. And of course, kay Sir Rain, ako si Ibarra. Palakpakan naman po sa story niya. Napakagandang project. And ayun, so yan yung contrast ng character and personality ko. Yun.
Thank you, Dylan. Incredibly well said and well put. Right next to him is Mr. Marco Gallo. Everybody, round of applause naman dyan. Marco, this next question is for you, buddy. Paano ka naghanda para sa role na to given na investigative mystery crime etong Project Loki?
Siguro alam niyo naman po na all we've been doing right now, it was the university series for the past, 3 years? No? 3-4 years, something like that. And then now this new Wattpad story has arrived, and honestly, it's something new. I've never played anything regarding mystery or crime, so it's exciting, you know. And I'm intrigued if I'm gonna be, how do you explain this? Like, I'm excited to do it, but then I'm scared at the same time because it's something new, you know. And so you're like deeping your feet into new waters, and hopefully on set we're gonna be able to do it. Yep.
Thank you for that. Yes, round of applause for Mr. Marco. Now for Jada. Hi, Jada. naman yun. The screams are deafening. Dito sa Viva Cafe, thank you for that. We appreciate the love. Now for Jada, how did Direk Cian help you understand your character better?
Very, very nice question. Well, for starters, I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Napakaswerte po namin as a cast of Project Loki to have Cian Lim as a director, but also, you know, his background as an actor. Napaka-blessed po kami that we have somebody who really understands us and our process so well. And I just want to take this opportunity, Direk. Thank you so much for how generous you are and sa lahat ng effort mo ngayon pa lang to really make this project what it needs to be. I think dun pa lang sa mga conversations namin together, because when Direk and I talk, hindi lang siya from one actor to another, an actor to a director, but also as parang kapang creatives ko din. Kasi I would say na I'm versed as well in the creative field. I've dabbled in directing as well for music videos naman. But in this particular scenario, and we're also talking about the soundtrack of this project. We've been collaborating on that, and ako din from the soundtrack and the music standpoint, gusto ko din talaga makuha yung insight niya in making songs that will fit his vision for this. So, ayun, I think through those conversations, mas lalo ko pang naintindihan si Dory. I think yung unang palang yung unang Zoom nating dalawa before I started writing songs for the soundtrack of this project, I asked you immediately, ano ba yung vision ni Lorelai sa eyes mo? And I think that was really helpful for me, not only just as an actor, but as a creative as well. So, yun, super big props. I think every workshop, every conversation I have with Direk Cian is so enriching for me. Yes.
Thank you. Hi Martin. Is Martin here? Hi Martin. So this next question is for you. Project Loki already has a very strong following. Tama po ba? So do you feel any pressure or excitement about meeting those fan expectations?
Yes, yung pressure nandun pa rin since galing po ako sa Matiana Section E. Yung transition from rom-com to thriller, nakaka-pressure siya kasi ibang genre siya compare sa pinanggalingan ko. And yun, pero at the same time, I'm excited kasi hindi na siya rom-com, parang more on mystery na eh. Like, we're gonna solve crimes and mga ganun. So, yeah, it's very exciting.
No truer words said. Couldn't agree with you more there. Next up, we have Yumi. Hi, Yumi. So, Yumi, nabasa mo naman na yung material, you've read it. Sa palagay mo, bakit must-watch ang Project Loki?
Gusto ko lang sabihin na kailangan din talaga ito panoorin ng mga readers and yung mga non-readers. Kasi hindi siya yung typical na romance, hindi siya yung kilig-kilig. More like about mystery siya. And ayun naman yung maganda kasi magkaiba ng genre. Like, etong Project Loki, ibang genre siya. And gaya ng Seducing Drake Palma, ano siya, romance and rom-com siya. And dito naman, medyo serious kami dito. It's Marco. So, ayun, add ko lang na I don't play games. I don't play nice here. You will love me and hate me and love me again. But one thing's for sure, you will never forget me here. Aww! Ayun lang. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Now it's Rain's turn. It's the author Rain. Hi. So, this next question is for you. Hello. Anong gusto niyo sabihin sa mga loyal readers and viewers natin discovering Project Loki for the very first time?
For the old-time readers, for those who have read the source material or the novel or the online version, based on what I have read and what I have seen with the script and everything that is being done currently, we can assure you that it is going to be faithful to the structure of the source material, so you do not have to worry about it deviating from what you are familiar with. So hindi lang kinuha yung title nito, hindi lang kinuha yung pangalan, tapos itinapal sa mga actors natin at ginawa ng ibang kwento. Kaya makakaasa kayo na yung kwento na inyong minahal, yun din ang inyong mapapanood. As for the new audience or viewers, if you want something diverse doon sa inyong media consumption, this is one of the perfect choices dahil yun nga, this is a mystery and I'm not sure if this is correct, but it's probably the first or one of the few mysteries under Viva One. So it is something fresh, something unique, and there is something to look forward dito sa ating adaptation. And of course, ko lang din, for the long-time readers, meron ding dadagdag dito, meron ding lalaliman pa nung kwento at saka nung direction, yung alam natin na kwento. Kaya talagang kahit nabasa mo na yung kwento, kahit kabisado mo bawat salita, meron ka pa rin aabangan at merong magsusurprise pa rin sa inyo. Yun lang po.
Thank you, Ray. On to our director, Mr. Sian Lim. This next one is for you. Yeah. Sian Lim, up close and personal, everybody. So, Direk Sian, what are some of the reactions you're most thrilled about, you're most excited to seeing once mag-roll na kayo and once mag-premiere na to sa Signal Play and Viva One, from the fans, of course?
Thank you for that question. Sa akin, and same with the whole cast and Rain din, where we have an open communication na ano nga ba, katulad nga kanina tinanong ko si Rain, ano nga ba yung gusto nyo talagang pagtuunan namin ng pansin na eksena. So ako, I'm looking forward to una sa lahat, magsimula na yung shoot ng Project Loki because we're more than ready. I feel na ready na mag-principal photography for this. The fans are also waiting. I've been reading yung mga reactions online, and ako para sa akin, we just want to give justice. We want to stay true to the source material. Hindi namin yung katulad nga ng sabi ni Rain na hindi lang ito basta kinuha yung Project Loki tapos ibahin namin yung kwento. We will do our best to execute as close as possible. But syempre, gawin pa rin namin this is an adaptation. So makikita nyo in the flesh yung mga paborito yung characters. But they're very excited. Sobrang nilang eager and sobrang nilang, they're all passionate. Tingnan nyo lang sila. They're stars in the making. So, and stars actually, diamond in the rough. So, I'm very proud sa kanilang lahat. And I'd like to take this opportunity na rin to thank Wattpad Viva for giving me this really big responsibility of directing Project Loki. So ako naman gusto ko lang po mapasaya lahat ng manonood dito. So thank you for that question.
Walang anuman, Direk Sian. But that's not the only trick we have up our sleeve. Kasi naririto siya to capture our hearts both on stage and on screen. Everybody, may special tayong performance from none other than Miss Jada. But before that, everybody, may we kindly ask the rest of the cast and the crew to exit. Momentarily lang naman po. To give Jada all the space she needs for this one-of-a-kind performance.
Yes. Good afternoon. Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. I'm Jada, and I play Lorelai Rios. But for now, I'm gonna be performing the song as Jada para to sa mga taong naramdaman nila o kala nila sila yung bida ng kwento ng buhay nila. Yung pala hindi. Kaya I hope you guys like this one. Sinulat ko po yung kanta na to. This one's called Bida.
Sandali lumipas, biglang bagal ng eksena.
po.
Miss Jada singing into the stratosphere, winning us all over with that beautiful number.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jada. That rendition, just as beautiful, just as lovesome as she is. Di po ba? Ayan. Okay, so at this juncture, at this point, gusto lang natin tawagin si Yumi, Martin, Marco, Dylan, Derek Sian, and of course, ang author na si RC Musli back up on stage. Hey guys! Okay, makakaupo na po tayo. Now it's time for the much-awaited Q&A session. Kasama ang ating project, Loki Main Cast. Members of the press, pagkakataon nyo na po na i-direct ang mga katanungan nyo kay Sian Lim and the rest of them as they delve even deeper into the series. But before we jump into the Q&A, let's take a moment to acknowledge our cast members who have joined us earlier on stage. Nandito pa rin po sila, now seated in the audience. Loving the support. Thank you guys. Palakpakan naman po natin sila. There they are. Paalala lang po, keep your questions relevant and related to the series. Strictly avoid sensitive and personal questions. Remain respectful at all times. One member of the media, one question. Ano po, nagkakaintindihan tayo? Maliwanag po ba? Hep hep? Ayun naman pala, madaling kausap ng mga to. Hooray! Okay, we love that. So, first up, ang una po magtatanong si Mary Chris Valdez ng Hataw. Miss Mary Chris? Hi!
Congratulations, Sian. This is for Sian. Here. Sian.
She's over there?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Miss Mary Chris.
Hi, hello. Sian, hindi naman to ang first time na nag-direct ka, pero anong feeling na tinatawag ka na talagang director? Direct Sian na ang tawag sa'yo.
Oh, maraming salamat po. It feels great. I take it as laking pasasalamat din po yung dumadaan sa puso't isipan ko ngayon because I know very early on sa career ko po as an actor, I had the calling na po and I've always wanted to write and direct. So being given this opportunity po means a lot po para sa akin. So it feels great. It feels great to be the director of Project Loki.
So does this mean ba na tuloy-tuloy na talaga yung pagdidirect mo? And ano yung mas fulfilling? Ang pagiging director, piloto, aktor?
Ako mahirap po.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Mary Chris. Napakahirap naman ang tanong. Mahirap po siyang i-compare at sabihin na one is better than the other. But what I would say is, I feel at home. I feel my heart is at its happiest every time I'm behind the camera. And imparting, katulad nga po nung sinasabi nila kanina, ng mga actors natin along with Jada and Dylan and even si Marco na I want to be able to impart with them kung ano yung mga pinagdaanan ko rin in the acting process. So it's my job here to guide them para hindi sila maligaw and i-explain ko rin sa kanila na as a director, iba-iba yung sensibilities namin. So iba-iba yung mga directors na makakasalunguhan nila. So yun, that's my promise to them. Naalagaan ko ng mabuti yung character and I will make sure po na each character will shine for this project. Thank you, Miss Mary Chris.
Thank you so much, Miss Mary Chris. Up next is Von Belinario ng TV5.
Hi, congratulations. My question is for Dylan and for Jada. Yan. Hi, Jada and Dylan. I believe this is your first time working together, diba? And of course, Jada, this is your first Viva One project, and Dylan, this is one of your biggest roles yet. How did you work on your chemistry para mapalabas sila Loki at of course, yung character ni Jada?
Well, in terms of working on our chemistry, I think right off the bat naman, nung sa ano pa lang yun yung teaser shoot. Actually, that was the first time that Dylan and I had met. I think we made it a point na we were able to chat and really talk about each other's background, tsaka yung mga shared interests natin. Like, we both enjoy music and also, as related to Project Loki, syempre, pinag-usapan namin yung mga characters namin. And I think, dun sa, habang nasa journey kami in understanding our characters, we understand each other more. So, ayun, siguro yun yung part ng process namin. And sa tingin ko po parang every time na nagkakasama kami, pag anything Project Loki, I think mas nade-develop talaga yun ng natural. It's not something that I personally felt was very difficult for it to happen. I feel like it just happened organically.
Yes, actually, I agree. Hello po. Thank you for that question po. I actually agree with Jada. We worked yun nga, sa teaser, sa look test, and yesterday sa pictorial. And every time na we get to work, yun nga, parang it developed, yung chemistry namin. Hindi naman planado yung ganun mga moments pero it just happens, it just builds, it grows, and yun, very thankful kasi sa unang meet pa lang namin ni Jada, ang gaan niya kasama, and for sure, magaan din siya katrabaho. Naalala ko first time namin teaser sa teaser video, nag-TikTok agad kami. So parang naging comfy na kami sa isa't isa. So that's a good sign. It's a good sign, I guess. So, yun po.
Any more questions? Okay na po ba? Alright, so that was Von Belinario ng TV5. Up next is Jeff Fernando ng Daily Tribune. Okay, so we don't have Jeff Fernando. Instead, it's Alan Sancoa ng Stars Photo.
Hello, yan. Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations to your new project, this Loki, Project Loki. Tanong ko lang si Direk Sian, parang hindi namin tanong direct na yung tawag namin sa'yo, di ba? Pero tanong ko lang kasi parang, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, this is your first directorial job ng series, di ba? Series ba? This is your first time to direct series?
I've done po with another production, a series na, yes, I got to do a series na po, not with Viva po.
Okay.
Yes.
Pero what are your challenges you encounter doing this? Especially yung mga ide-direct mo is mga Gen Z, di ba?
Parang bata, parang ramdam ko nga yung pagkabagets ko dito sa entablado. No, but thank you, Sir Alan. You're asking po is yung magiging challenge for this one. I think siguro first and foremost, karamihan po sa cast reveal, it would be their first project or ito po yung mga first or second, di ba? So, it's a challenge and a blessing as well, I would say. Kasi hindi pa and I'd like to look at it as a blessing kasi hindi pa nahahaluan ng bad habits pag tumagal eh. Kasi sometimes we develop that. But yun yung kagandahan po ng I would say fairly new in the industry. I think in terms of challenge, the adaptation, doing an adaptation, yun na talaga yung challenge yun eh. Kasi there's certain expectations na parang kailangan mo talagang maging faithful sa libro and you can't go so far away or else the audience or the readers, the die-hard fans will feel deceived na parang ano itong pinapanood namin. So yun, that's one of the challenges na tututukan ko to really stay true to the source material sa imagination ni ako ay si Ibarra and make all the actors comfortable sa ginagawa nila. Kasi I think that's the secret ingredient lang naman eh sa chemistry. You guys asked about chemistry. It's really just trusting each other. Trusting your director, trusting your co-actors, trusting the production na nandito kami para alagaan kayo. Yun lang po yun.
What kind of director daw you are? Are you a strict director or kalma lang or parang you get friends with them, parang ganyan?
Mabait naman po ako. No, ako kasi I always have the conversation with them na yung mga gusto ko i-impart sa kanila would be the experiences that I encountered, yung mga challenges din, syempre nadapa, ilang beses na rin ako nadapa while in my journey, in my acting career, in that journey. Maraming beses na rin ako napagalitan on set, nasigawan. Maraming beses ako hindi nakapag-perform, tinanggal ako sa mismong project. So I would safely say na napagdaanan ko naman po siya. So yun, I promise that I'll be here with them, holding their hand along.
Thank you, Direk Sian.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Salamat.
Thank you. Thank you, Alan Sancon ng Stars Photo. Up next, it's Dolly Ann Carvajal ng Inquirer.
Hello. Congratulations. At to everyone in the cast, anong crime series o movie ang favorite niyo? So medyo parang, hindi naman gagawin pet, but parang siguro inspiration or what in doing this series. Pwedeng local or foreign.
I'll
Thank
start
you.
po. Hello po, Natalia. There. Okay. Well, ako naman po, I would say that, well, my mom has always been a big fan of true crime. So I did kind of grow up being exposed to that. Actually, habang nanguhugas nga siya ng pinggan, yun yung mga pinapakinggan niya, yung mga documentary. Pero I think for me, one of the things that was encouraged by Direk as well, and I think, based on reading the Wattpad novel, I think Sherlock Holmes is a big inspiration. Medyo ganun talaga yung format nitong series na to. I would also say it kind of reminds me of Nancy Drew in some ways, but I would say maybe this is darker. Ako naman, in terms of crime that I've been enjoying lately, crime series, or there's a series on Netflix called Monster, which is created by Ryan Murphy, and then it's true crime, so it focuses on the different lives and perspectives of several serial killers through the years, and I thought watching things like that would be very insightful to me. Lalo na kasi dito sa project na to, we're playing detectives. So it's also a good, I guess, vantage point to be looking at our roles and parang, what does it look like to be investigating certain cases. So ayun, I would say that. And then growing up, I did watch yung mga CSI, yung mga ganun. So ayun, that would be my experience in watching true crime.
Thank you. Any takers?
Ako naman, ever since nakuha po ako sa Project Loki, I've been watching Sherlock Holmes and watching the first few episodes. Before watching the first few episodes, syempre, I read Project Loki, Volume 1, Part 1, and Part 2. So, nung pinanood ko na yung Sherlock Holmes, sabi ko, wow, inspired. I mean, so most of the scenes, madaming mga scenes na inspired sa Sherlock Holmes. And nakakatuwa kasi parang you get different perspectives and you get to, parang you get to understand different characters kasi parang somehow similar pero somehow different din eh. Iba yung experiences or yung backgrounds ng isa't isa. So yun yung pinapanood ko, Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
Ako po, yung Riverdale, yung season 1, to be specific, yung season 1, yun yung pinakamaganda para sa akin. And, ayun, Prison Break, tapos, pwede naman siguro si Batman. World's Greatest Detective yan. So, ayun.
Scooby-Doo. That's my preparation. No. Yeah, I mean, right? We're gonna pull up with a van. No, I've been watching a lot of, actually kasi I've asked Direk, tinanong ko kay Direk, sabi ko, Direk, ano bang pelikula pwede namin panoorin to take inspiration and reference from? And he specifically said one Sherlock Holmes. But since, of course, makakalimutin ako, I forgot that one and I didn't know which one it was. So I just ended up watching every night whatever new Sherlock Holmes was popping up on the screen. So I watched the old ones and the new ones. But it was useful because I got to see how you can pick up different characters from the different Sherlock Holmes and kind of like play with it and see what can happen in set as a character, you know, and make it your own.
For me po, Eileen. Yes, Eileen kasi same siya na sa school nangyayari and at the same time, may investigation din nangyayari doon. Ayun, ayun po.
Miss Darling, okay na po? Okay, sweet. So we can now proceed to Neil Ramos of Tempo.
Hi, good afternoon. Ang question ko po kay Direk Sian. Direk, you've done youth-oriented projects before, no? Medyo malalambot yata yun, medyo rom-com, mga ganun. How does it compare na ngayon, gumagawa ka ng mga ganito na bagong mga kabataan naman ang ating, at ikaw na yung nag-handle. How does it compare lang sa era back then, yung time mo?
Parang lalo akong tumatanda.
Hindi naman.
Yung time ko.
Like a few years back lang naman.
Like, can you repeat the first part lang of the question? Medyo
Compare lang natin, no? Nung dati kasi gumagawa ka rin ng youth-oriented projects, you know. And I think hindi kasing dilim o dark as this na kumpara mo lang na ngayon, ito lumalawak na nga yung pananaw ng mga audience natin. Ini-introduce na natin ng mga ganitong ano. Kumpara mo lang yung approach niya back then and you know, with you on the helm of this project na.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Maraming salamat for that question. Yes, I did start off with rom-com. Yun talaga yung, and as I always have conversations with the actors para lang din naiintindihan namin ang isa't isa. Na that's what core ko talaga ang rom-com because that's really how I started. But through the years, as I matured and as I looked for different roles to portray, if you notice, padark na ng padark, especially when Viva gave me the opportunity to, I don't know, do a true, naging patayan na eh. Then a couple of years ago, I did Playtime. So it kind of, the filmography din, sumabay na as I'm looking for more roles to portray, nagiging dark na rin. So I think, I want this series to be dark, to be shot as kung paano siya sinulat, which is bloody, hindi yun. And the second part of the question is, how is it different from the generation before and the generation now? Hindi naman din po ganun kalayo yung agwat na baka isipin yung pa-veteran na ako, hindi naman po. When I was starting, same po sa kanila na parang first few projects ko pa lang, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Naku, yun yung mga panahon na wala pa kasing social media nung panahon na yun. So, sisigawan ka talaga, papaiyakin ka talaga, may mga lumilipad na upuan sa harapan mo. And now, that's not the approach anymore. Dati, dinadaan sa takot ang artista. It's very parang terror, di ba? May mga ganun tayo naririnig na terror. So that was the approach na nakita ko. Then of course, nag-evolve din siya through the years. But yun, hindi ako ganun. I just wanna have it, I wanna have it light. Mahirap na talaga yung ginagawa. Mahirap na yung trabaho mahirap na talaga yung trabaho. So papahirapan pa ba natin na magbabatuhan tayo ng silya? So chill lang.
Parang tipong you made a conscious decision na ibahin ang atake mo bilang direktor, you know.
Yes, definitely. Because when I was being directed, at natatakot ako na syempre I was very stiff. Kung ano man, nung nagsisimula ako, gusto ko na yung ibahin and have a different approach sa kanila. And I wanted to have a pleasant experience. At I wanted to know, to feel that this is one for the books. That this is going to be a worthwhile project para sa kanila.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Neil Ramos of Tempo. Up next, we have Jomark Jomen ng World of Drums.
Hi, good afternoon. So, happy birthday pala kay Dylan. Sinabasabi ng friends ko. Birthday ka na ako. So ito, question to the cast. So, ayun. Yung mga previous characters nyo is really different from your previous roles. So, ano yung preparation na ginawa nyo for Project Loki? Okay, cast. Anyone can answer.
Ako na lang po ulit. Hindi, ako naman po, when it comes to preparation, well, for starters, nung pinitch pa lang po sa akin yung project na to, my first thought was like, I have to read the book. I asked for the link to the story immediately. Kasi ako po, as a Wattpad reader and fan, ever since I was younger, alam ko po at naiintindihan ko kung gaano kalaki po yung responsibility nun to be able to, bring to life these characters that were, coming from the brilliant mind of si Ibarra. Props to him. And ako immediately, na-intrigue talaga po kasi ako na this is a different genre. I didn't expect that this would be something that would ever be in my wheelhouse. So, ang una ko naisip na kailangan ko talagang paghandaan to. So, binasa ko siya and I'm still in the process of reading it even beyond what we're currently working on for this season. Nasa volume 3 na po ako. I was telling Rain earlier. And yun nga po, I think another thing as well is referencing mga different movies and series. Like ako, I made it a point to watch and immerse myself in true crime series and really just kind of get to know, yung parang inaaral ko po yung mga reactions or yung mga perspectives ng mga iba't ibang characters sa mga shows na yun. Lalo na yung sa mga true crime projects kasi those are inspired by real events. So I think for me, what's really important with this project is to really make it feel as a lived experience and as authentic as possible. Kasi I understand that as a reader, even though that these characters are fictional, they feel real for readers. And I think for me, that's what I wanted to do for Lorelai. So, ayun, pinag-aralan ko lang siya. To this day, I feel like I still am getting to know Lori day by day. Ang dami kong mga bagong discoveries sa kanya. And I think also, I also wanna give a shout out to Rain, si Ibarra, na he really is also one message away. Nafe-feel ko sa kanya na yung support niya. I think it's really helpful in terms of preparation na can message him anytime in terms of asking him questions about the character. I've also consulted si Direk Sian. So, ayun. So I guess in terms of my preparation, it's been heavy in nature because of the material, pero overall magaan yung experience at magaan yung mga katrabaho ko.
Thank you. Anyone?
Sige, ako naman po. Coming from seducing Rick Palma, SDP, and playing Trip Palma. Si Trip Palma kasi, ano siya very light, makulit, tapos umingiti, tumatawa. And right now na, if we're gonna compare it to Loki, it's very different. So, very different personality. So, malaking adjustment siya. And yung ginagawa ko to prepare, well, first, tulad ng sinabi ni Jada, na once nalaman namin yung Project Loki, syempre, as much as possible, we want to read the book or watch similar movies or series that are relatable or similar to Project Loki. So, ang ginawa ko, yung kuya ko kasi, kapatid ko, mahilig magbasa ng books. Ako po kasi hindi masyado. So, sabi ko, kuya, pwede bili ka ng Project Loki, lahat ng volume. I'll pay you na lang. Tapos, siya kasi magaling sa internet, sa online. Sabi ko, kuya, bili ka. I'll try to read kasi I really want to study the character. Lalo na big role siya for me. So, yun talaga. That's why right now I'm currently reading sa volume 1, part 1, part 2. And I'm still currently reading pa natin now. Para at least mas maintindihan ko pa yung character. And syempre, malaking tulong din yung workshops natin with Direk Sian, with Jada, and si Coach. And I'm looking forward for more workshops kung meron. And yun, nanood din ako ng mga series, which I mentioned earlier, Sherlock Holmes. And pasok siya sa Project Loki. Very similar. Same but different. Parang ganun. Yun.
Ako naman po, yung preparation ko po Kita niyo naman po sa hair. Nakailang kulay na po ako niya. And halos parang umaayaw na po yung salon sa akin kasi sobrang dry na po ng buhok ko. Kasi nung sa Seducing Drake Palma po, halos 2 beses po ako nagpakulay. Isang red and isang purple. And ngayon naman po ayun. So, minimaintain ko din po yung hair ko. And ayun, binabasa ko din po yung book currently. And nag-research din ako kung sino yung similarities ni Jamie Santiago. Like, tinitignan ko kung si Glinda ba or ibang character or si Carla ng Gilit, parang gano'n. So, ayun, sobrang excited ko po. At the same time, nape-pressure po ako kasi ibang character po itong gagampanan ko po ngayon. Hindi siya yung parang bubbly-bubbly, hyper-hyper, controlled yung galaw ko kailangan dito. So, ayun, excited ako na maka-work din po si Direk Sian. Kasi po nung una na yung starstruck po talaga ako sa kanya. Kasi dati po pinapanood ko po siya. So, pinapanood ko po talaga siya. And ayun po, excited din ako kala Jada, Dylan, Marco, and Martin. Ayun po, salamat.
So, ayun po, kasi sa Matianang Section E, is Kurt, tapos si Michael, kami, rowdy kami, makulit, kahit offset, makulit pa rin talaga kami. Buong araw, buong taping day, makulit kami. Alam nila yan. Tapos, wala, same lang po dun, inaral namin yung characters namin bago kami mag-workshop and sa mga tapings namin. Ganon din po dito sa Loki, inaaral po namin yung characters namin, binabasa namin, and yun, naghahanap din kami ng pagkagayahan na character na pwede ibagay sa live adaptation ng characters namin. So, ayun, ang medj nakakaano lang doon, nakakalito kasi from makulit to rowdy, ganun, into a serious genre, ganun, mystery. Parang nakakaano na siya, nakaka-pressure kasi syempre ongoing din yung season 2 ng Section E. Parang palipat-lipat ako ng personality na makulit ako ngayon, bukas seryoso ako, gano'n. Pero masaya yun. Masaya yun. Parang tawag doon, duality ko na gano'n. So, di lang naman.
Come on, let's all give him a big round of applause. For me, I feel like it's the opposite of Martin, actually, because the challenge it's going to be coming from Calix, which is actually kind of similar to Luthor. And I was like, okay, how am I going to make it different? Because they're both nonchalant, they're both like authoritative, like them. They just boxed me in the same role again. I was like, wait. So now, again, as an actor, I would like to give a different performance, different from Calix, and hopefully, it usually takes me like a week after I have the script and I see the set and I kind of get the grind of it with everyone. It takes me a week. I don't know how long for you guys, but it takes me a week of me messing up on set, direct, letting you know ahead of time. There's going to be a week of me messing it up, me forgetting the lines or the tone of my character, but then eventually, hopefully, Luthor will start grinding in me as much as Calix did.
Thank you so much. Excited na ang lahat sa Project Loki and trending na rin kayo ngayon. Yeah, as we speak. Yeah, thank you.
World of Joms, we appreciate it sincerely. On to Carlos Aragon ng Mega Pelikula.
Hello. Congratulations. Direk and for the cast. Sinabi nyo nga na nabasa nyo na yung or binabasa nyo na yung book. Sa inyong lahat, ask ko lang kung ano yung favorite or napupusuan yung scene doon sa book na gusto nyo nang magawa sa show.
Okay, ako there's a lot. I mean, okay lang it's not really a spoiler if I talk about it, right? Diba po? Yes? Okay. Ako, I think what I personally am excited for, syempre kasi ako, romance enjoyer. Kasi, something unique about Project Loki is, even though crime, thriller, mystery siya, meron siya mga konting mga delulu moments. And super ako, personally, natutuwa ako sa mga shippers online ng Loreki and Loretor. So excited ako to play up those scenes. Actually, there's one scene in particular that comes into mind where, I don't know if I can spoil it. Should I spoil it? Yeah, that's fine. I think so.
May green light ka na ni
Yeah, okay, may green light ng author. Okay. Ayun, so it's actually a scene between, it's actually the first time that we meet Alistair in person. And it's Laurie and Loki on the date. It's Alistair. So, ang cute kasi nung dynamic ng scene na yun. I think in the darkness of the series, masaya din kasi yung parang may mga light moments din that really does go to show that this is still kind of like a youth-oriented show. Like, in some ways, parang it doesn't always take itself too seriously. And I think that's why readers love it so much, is there's that balance. Tsaka, yun nga, parang nakakatuwa lang makita din yung fan response in terms of that. So I think for that, ako din, personally excited din talaga ako sa mga investigation or deduction scenes. Kasi I think that really is, parang yun yung parang true mark ng Project Loki. I think that's the identity of the series that I'm excited to bring to life as Laurie. So yeah, I'm excited to live through her experiences in her shoes.
Yan, so ako naman. Ako favorite, madami kasing mga dami mga good scenes, investigation scenes. Pero siguro yung pinaka-tumatak sa akin siguro. I mean, may time kasi habang nagbabasa ako biglang natatawa ako sa nangyayari. So, siguro yung scene na yan is yung deduction showdown natin ni Laurie. So parang, in a way, nagpapagalingan kami kung sino ba talaga, like, is it this guy or is it that guy? So ako, pipiliin ko to, tapos si Laurie pipiliin niya isa. So syempre, ako kasi, very confident ako na alam ko kung sino gumawa, di ba? Pero this time, surprisingly, she got it correctly. And natawa ako sa part na since she got it correctly, ginamit niya yung stun pen na binigay ko sa kanya. Tapos, ginano niya sa leg ko.
Diba, we were using yung rock.
Yeah.
We were joking around. We saw the stunt pen for the first time. For the readers, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know, yeah. Yun lang, doon ako natawa. I'm excited to shoot that.
Yeah, yung dynamic talaga ni Laurie and Loki as the detective duo, I think that's one of the fun parts of the series.
Yun.
Ikaw na lang, Direk. Ano yung gusto mo nang magawa na scene?
Kanina, as discussed, I'm also excited with the chair scene, without that chair moment, without, the chair up. But ako rin, just to share, nai-excite ako pag mag-come together na yung QED4. I think that's a goosebumps moment pag nung binabasa ko. So yeah, that's I don't want to say too much. Jada said too much already.
Did I say too much?
Alright, for my last question na lang for Dylan. Alam naman natin na Seducing Drake Palma is successful. Ikaw, paano mo mapapatunayan sa mga viewers and readers ng Project Loki na magagampanan mo si Loki?
Well, first of all, nung natanggap ko yung project na Seducing Drake Palma, I promised myself na to just give my best and do my best. Kasi syempre, kasama ko yung mga co-actors ko na magagaling, sila Direk Chris, sobrang galing. So, andun yung pressure, pero yung pressure na yun, it motivated me, it inspired me to talagang aralin yung role. And this time, I promised myself to do the same thing. Just to give my best always. To study the material, to listen to the directors, to trust my co-actors. So, yun yung mga ways para magampanan yung role ko and maging successful yung Project Loki.
Alright, thank you so much and congratulations. And happy birthday, Dylan.
Thank you so much po. Salamat po. Thank you.
Alright, so next up, we have Mark Grabador ng Entertainment Web.
Hello, congrats po sa Project Lab. A question for Dylan first and to Martin Venegas.
Hello.
To Dylan, kasi marami rin mga mahuhusay na mga lead actors sa Viva One, including si Mark Gayo, we also have Andres Mulak and Robin Angeles. Ano yung may tuturing ni Dylan Menor na bentahin yan din sa mga nakalinya ng mga lead actors ngayon sa Viva? And to Martin Venegas, matagal mo rin hintay itong yung one of the main cast ng isang project dahil from the support role and now part of the main cast ka na. How is it? Kamusta ka rin? Yeah.
Hello po. Thank you for the question. Is it okay to ask the last part of the question? Because the first one was about the madami mga lead stars.
Ano ang bentahe ng isang Dylan Menor?
Ano po ang
ano yung difference ng isang Dylan
difference? Oh, okay. Well, first of all, syempre, it still feels surreal to be part of this project, Project Loki. It was very unexpected for me to have this huge opportunity. And I'm very thankful, first of all, sa Viva, sa TV5 for trusting me. Yun nga, tulad na sinabi mo, there are a lot of lead actors na magagaling, mahuhusay, at talagang magaling. Pero syempre, siguro yung difference sa akin, well, I believe na we're all different naman, we're all unique, and we all give different ways of portraying characters. So, siguro it's just, we're all dedicated. Pero ako kasi very dedicated ako when it comes to studying characters and portraying roles. So, siguro yun yung isa sa mga unique personalities. Yeah, so, ayun, I'm very excited and I'm looking forward na mapalabas na at mapanood ng mga audience sa Project Loki. Yeah, po. Thank you.
Hello po. Kamusta? Kamusta po? And super blessed and syempre thankful kay God. Nabigyan ng opportunity makasama sa isa sa lead cast. First ever project ko actually sa Vivo One, sa Direct in Espanya. Alam mo yun? Parang classmates lang nila ako sa Ateneo rin. Yeah, sa party rin, yun din ng mga scenes ko. Basta parang ano lang, sa background, gano'n. And then, ayun, nag-jump ako into Section E. Malaking good role din naman yun si Denzel. And I had fun with it, pero ito, super na-shock ako and surprise. Kasi si Alistair yung nakuha ko. And hindi ko talaga in-expect na mapupunta ako kay Alistair. So, and super blessed and thankful to God and sa family ko and syempre sa mga big boss sa Viva. Ayun, yun lang po.
Thank you, no doubt. Full circle experience for Martin. Thank you there, Mark Grabador. Up next, it's Kate Adahar ng Random Republica.
Hi, good afternoon. My question is for Rain, the author. I understand you wrote this mga 10 years ago na nga ba? Tama, correct me if I'm wrong. Pero pakwento lang kung ano ba yung naging inspiration, bakit dark, and ano yung influences mo, and also, how does it feel to see the characters coming to life now? Thank you.
Thank you for that question, ma'am. As they mentioned kanina, Project Loki is heavily inspired by Sherlock Holmes kasi during the time that I was writing it, the BBC version was probably airing or just finished airing. So I thought to myself, why don't I create a story where I put Sherlock Holmes in a teenage body and studying in the Philippines. Parang ganun po yung elevator pitch or yung logline doon sa concept ng Project Loki. So it started there, and as I wrote more scenes, as I introduced more characters, nag-develop yung kwento hanggang sa nag-branch out na siya sa iba't ibang cases, sa iba't ibang storylines, sa iba't ibang plot threads. So parang I wanted to own the story despite it being inspired. Another inspiration probably is Detective Conan, if you're familiar with the anime or the manga or even the movies and the live action adaptation. So when I was a child, probably 20 years or 25 years ago, I was watching that anime sa GMA7 and first episode pa lang na-hook na ako kaya isumbaybayan ko na bawat episode. Umuwi ako na maaga from school just to watch the episode airing probably 4 or 5 p.m. Then I got inspiration from those two media and I came up with Project Loki and I developed and I expanded the universe na nabuo. As for the actors that are playing the characters, I am happy and satisfied with the casting na ginawa ng Viva One. Doon pa lang sa noong na-announce na magkakaroon ng live action adaptation yung Project Loki, medyo kinakabahan ako kasi the climate was quite controversial or quite chaotic back then. So I was very hoping na maging positive yung reception. And when I was informed actually of the first 3 cast members, Jada, Dylan, and Marco, I was relieved. I'm not super familiar with their body of work before being announced to me, except for Marco because I watched Rain in España and some episodes of the University series. Kaya when he was cast as Luthor, before pa na-announce siya sa akin, isa na siya dun sa mga top contenders dun sa role ni Luthor. So sabi ko, if Viva One is going to choose among their current roster of actors, it's probably gonna be him. Because I watched his performance as Calix Martinez. And English credits is coming. Yes, and I'm sure na doon sa mga nanonood at even doon sa nandito ngayon, narinig niyo paano siya magsalita, narinig niyo paano siya mag-act. Nakikita ko sa kanya yung vision kung bakit siya ang napili. And Viva One was guided talaga with the character guide and they really followed and looked for someone who perfectly fit the descriptions of Luther Mendez. As for Jada and Dylan, I'm not super familiar with their projects before, but I recently found out, or not recently, but after they were announced to me, I was informed about their casting. Agad ko sinerch yung mga projects nila. And for Jada, I watched at least the first episode of the adaptation that you were a part of in another network. And for Dylan, I watched first the clip of the international film or series that you were a part of. I forgot the term, but it's I also watched Seducing Drake Palma, so I'm familiar with Drake Palma. And of course, si Yumi Garcia. Sabi ko kung magkaka-Jimmy tayo, she is one of the contenders talaga. And of course, si Martin, I watched ang mutya na section E. And although yun
Hey! Sino siya ang lakas na?
So I look forward their performances as the Q4 and of course si Marco as Luthor, and I hope that the fans or the readers will welcome them with open arms as they take on their roles. Thank you.
Congratulations!
Thank you po. Diyan na nagwawakas ang ating Q&A na Now I invite everybody on stage to please stand up for a quick photo op. Center stage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.